So yesterday Juventus played Nantes in the Europa League, and it was a match where we really had to win to make a statement in Europe. We have years without performing in Europe, obviously not the Champions League, but still in the Europa League we had a chance to prove ourselves. And obviously, as we know, the result did not go as planned. It was 1-1, but we were dominating for most of the game, and somehow this turned into a draw. Let's talk about it. So we went into this game playing Chiesa, Vlahovic, and Di Maria again. I didn't really like it last match, but this match for some reason worked a bit better. I think the main reason is due to the fact that we played more of a 4-3-3. Regardless, right, we have Chiesa, Di Maria, Vlahovic, and they played a really impressive game. I was really impressed by all three of them. Vlahovic home with the scoring early. I think it was around the 18th or 19th minute. He scored off an amazing Di Maria long ball to Chiesa, who headed to Vlahovic, who finished. It was an amazing goal. It really showed the potential this trio has. And for the most part, especially that first half, we were just dominating. It's not like we were shooting a lot of target or anything. We were just keeping hold of the ball a lot, not losing it in stupid ways, defending well. We were playing a really excellent match, and that pretty much continued until the second half, where unfortunately things didn't go to plan. Nantes had a counterattack that they finished off perfectly, a goal which is quite funny because, you know, Bremer slipped and all, and it was really a defensive mess from our standpoint. Regardless, there was still plenty of time to get back into this game, and this was the main problem. We didn't really start to shoot on target a lot. I mean, we were just trying to find the space to score a clean goal, which in my opinion, sure, it makes sense and that's what you should do in a normal game, but at that point you're 1-1, you might as well try to shoot on target as much as possible. Of course, don't get it wrong, you should look for openings, you should look for clean goals. That's how football should be played. But when you're failing to find those openings, you might as well just start shooting on target until you probably will get a goal. Regardless, we tried out a few substitutions, put on Locatelli, put on Sule. Later on in the game we also put on Keane, and nothing really seemed to work. Nantes were defending quite well, and to be fair, right now it does seem like they have the advantage going into France. Regardless, at the end of the game, and this is the most controversial part of this entire game, we had a chance to equalize off a Locatelli header, which actually hit the defender in his arm. Not even in his arm, it was straight at his hand. The guy saved the shot. I went to VAR and everything, and in the end it was not given as a penalty, which doesn't make sense to me because a lot of people on Twitter are saying that it was not given due to a foul from Bremer. But I don't personally think this is the case, because if you look at corners, players jumping for the ball like that happens all the time, and I seriously don't think that was a foul. Regardless, it's our fault that we let it go until that point. We seriously should have closed the game by then, and we shouldn't have relied on a penalty in the last minute, the last action of the game to win the game. It's a very disappointing game from us. I mean, just the fact that we could not respond to a goal from a team which is like 12 in the French league is ridiculous. And now we're going into France with not having a massive advantage over us. When it comes to the second leg, I do think that we have a positive with Bremer not playing against Spezia due to him having a suspension for yellow cards. So we have an advantage there that Bremer is a bit more fresh. Also, what I think Allegri should do is not start Paredes. He wasn't as bad as people on Twitter were saying that he was, but to be honest, he just doesn't really offer much to the midfield, and that really does hurt that midfield. The thing about this match that I quite liked is that Chiesa, Di Maria, and Vlahovic played way better than the Fiorentina game. In the Fiorentina game, it seemed like Di Maria and Chiesa were kind of getting in front of each other a lot of the time, kind of playing the same position at times, but with this kind of 4-3-3-ish formation, it seemed like they did really work well with each other. Regardless, I mean, your thoughts in the comments down below. What do you think about this game? Do you think we can possibly make a comeback in the next match? If you did enjoy this video, make sure to like, share, subscribe for more of this kind of content. I'll see you in the next one.